Hello guys, this is Bitcoin Doggo, and today we're going to talk about the latest fall of Bitcoins. As you can see here, the Bitcoins are falling. They're falling since about 12 hours ago. We saw a pretty dramatic drop right there. Let's actually go ahead and look at it a little bit closer. And this is something you're gonna have to watch out, because when it starts falling more and more. You see this drop, and then bigger drop, and then boom. And the thing you're gonna have to watch out is that we're at stages of where is it? This chart is not very adequate. Give me a second here. Just not fitting. So we've for the last few days I've been actually watching this line carefully, and I thought Bitcoin, this was a crucial moment when Bitcoin must break out of this short-term downward trend, and it started breaking out the other way here. That's where 1, 2, 3, boom. And we started another downward trend, and this mostly likely means the big dip is here. It's going to continue for next week to a month. We don't know how long it'll take, but usually these things take about a week to 4 weeks. So right now, my suggestion is just not hold any Bitcoins. Of course, we can always it can always also rebound, right? But by looking at the depth of this, right? Let's actually go look like these. It's kind of hard to tell right now, but let's go ahead and draw a line. See if it broke through the trend line here, and that will actually tell us exactly where we're headed. So let me go ahead and draw along the last big trend line here, and it's gonna really depend in the next four hours. If that candle breaks through this trend line, sorry, it's not even exact here. Let me make it a little bit more exact. Let's make this trend line. Actually, we got plenty of room here. That would be a little bit more accurate now. Give me a sec. So, if we're still on board, we need to really bounce off this line here, which is around $35,000. So once we hit it, if we can do a violent push up, right, and break through the second trend line, and then break through the 40,000, then Bitcoin could be possibly headed to 50,000, 60,000, etc., etc. Now we've seen every time we've seen Bitcoin do these crazy rises, because we went up way too fast from here, from 18,000. Right, June 16th, we just shot up straight up. That's how much gains that is. And let's actually look at the dates. So we hit 115% in 22 days. Right, so I would say if we're expecting a 30 to 40% drop from here on, let's say 30 to 40%. Let's do worst case possible. It could even be more than 40, I don't know. Let's say over the next, usually like 10-11 days, we might be at around 25,000 in about 11 days. And I think that would be a good rebound point right around here. There's a sort of a resistance here. So around 23,000. If it does break through, we're definitely headed down to this area here, anywhere from 24 to 28,000. And when that happens, of course, Bitcoin dominance will also drop, and we're actually on this trend line here. And then once that breaks through, also that could fall. Now, some of the alts might actually go up during that. We don't know. They might go up a lot, or they can also go down if Bitcoin goes down too quickly. If it goes up too quickly, we don't know that. Yeah, so it's just sort of a very, very scary phase of Bitcoin. But my prediction is that we're definitely falling. We're definitely falling. We're done going up, at least for now. I mean, because there's just too much bubble. There's way too much FOMO. Literally, most of it is FOMO, and a lot of people who've never experienced 30-40% dips, and they're really pushing it up. And at one point, this just can't go straight. It's gonna fall like a rock. We've seen this happen, and we will eventually get to probably 100K by end of this year. But there's always going to be some major corrections, and that's something that's unavoidable with crypto. Over time, we've seen plenty of that. We've seen 10% drops in 5 minutes or more. And the thing is, the psychology of humans is that a lot of these buyers are noobs, and they've never dealt with this. So when they see a 20% drop or 30% drop, then they start beginning to sell their coins. And that will cause another furious downfall. And as much as we've gone up with the FOMO, and right now the general trend is that a lot of people that never got into Bitcoin are buying Bitcoins, literally at the top. And a lot of those people are going to be the same people who are going to be driving the price down. So it doesn't matter that we have so much institutional money. We also have a lot of dumb money, or a lot of noob money. And this probably means that once we start falling, it's going to fall faster than we ever imagined. And my prediction is that the opposite will happen, and we might see the biggest correction in Bitcoin history. We might get down to 50%, back to 20K, or maybe even more, maybe 15K, That's entirely possible. But again, this is my predictions. DYOR, do your own research. And if you're a long-term hodler, if you bought it way before this big rise, you're good. You bought at under 20K. And I just, you just in the long run. But if you bought at the top, somebody told you to buy Bitcoin at 40K and you bought at 40K, then I don't know. It might be better to cut your losses right now than trying to, keep riding this train, because obviously we're just this thing gonna just get bigger and bigger in the. Just pay attention, and you will see that this will keep falling. Once it falls through this line, it's going to fall really quick. All those noobs are going to go start selling all their Bitcoins and driving the price down. And it's how quickly we came up is very, very dangerous, in that we will go down just as quick, if not even quicker. Alright, because the human psychology is that once it starts going down and you don't see it's coming back, it's just gonna fall. Anyway, I don't want to get too negative here, but I mean, you need to look at Bitcoin as both sides. I mean, you can short it and make money. You can do derivative leverage. You have to think both ways. You can't just think, oh, it's gonna go up, You have to play both games in order to really profit, or just hold it for a long time, and you'll be okay too. But I don't know, just my thoughts from Bitcoin Doggo. Let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll go ahead and check back in about a week. I'm gonna actually stop making videos for maybe a week or two, because I just feel like once Bitcoin starts dropping a lot, everything's just gonna drop, and we're just real bubble point. We need to pop that bubble, maybe wait a week or 2 weeks, and then when things starts going back up, when we shake out all the noobs, then we'll go ahead and continue our path up. But nothing can go up in straight in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency world. And I wish you guys luck. Again, do your own research. This is not an expert's analysis. This is just my own thoughts after dealing with Bitcoin since 2013. Have a great day. Bitcoin Doggo out.